Just as a follow-up, I'm just having a hard time wrapping my head around when it comes to the forestry sector in New Brunswick. It's 1 out of 49 firms are involved with the forestry sector.
Yeah, a hugely important sector. Yeah,
$2 billion go to the United States. I'm just wondering if you can explain a bit more, looking at that focus, how a Buy Canadian movement can even begin to make a dent on that front.
It's part of the answer. It is part of the answer. Look, 75% of the exports from the forestry sector historically, New Brunswick goes to the United States. Slightly lower percentages for the country as a whole. The U.S. is trying to shut out our forestry products. Okay, let's be clear. Let's be absolutely clear. And we can do several things in that context. One is, yes, buy Canadian and build more at home. Secondly, diversify internationally. And third, expand what we do with forest products. And of course, all of that is in the context of, in parallel, negotiating with the Americans and trying to get a good deal for the forestry sector. In which case, we are doing other things, or we're prepared to do other things that the Americans want in order for the forest product sector to get greater access. But it's a negotiation. And if I can bring it back to where I started, this is not too strong a word, this is a radically different U.S. trade policy than anything we've seen in our lifetimes, okay? It's radically different. They've changed the rules, or their interpretation of the rules. And that's what we're dealing with. And that's why we need to move fast. That's why this budget is the right budget. That's why we're looking to have $1 trillion of investments. So yes, we have as many jobs as possible in forestry, but we have many more jobs being created elsewhere in New Brunswick and elsewhere across Canada. And at its core, these are all things that we don't have to ask permission for. We don't have, we control, we decide, it's our future, we're taking it, we're moving forward. And then we spend less time on our press conferences, in the business suites, around the kitchen table, talking about what the Americans are doing and might do, and just what we're doing to build this great country. And that is what we're going to do. We're going to build this great country.